Hey, it's me, J.Evans, with my Aretha Franklin albums. Come on, Reed. Have y'all gotten a chance to see the movie Respect starring Jennifer Hudson? Well, if you have or if you haven't, baby, it's time for my recap and review. I'm going to keep it all the way real. Now, y'all know I'm a Aretha Franklin fan, but this movie fails the legacy of Miss Aretha Franklin, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I got my albums, I got my books. The first one, From These Roots by Miss Franklin with David Ritz. The second one, Respect, that he wrote without Miss Franklin, and she was not having it, baby. I got my CDs too. I'm the Aretha Franklin expert, baby. So if you want to know the real truth, sit back, relax. We about to get into it, baby. It's time for my recap and review. Let's talk about it.
You wrote a biography of yourself with David Ritz. He's recently come out with...
That was 15 or 20 years ago.
Right.
Now, what are you referring to?
From These Roots.
From These Roots is, yes, the book that I wrote and he co-wrote.
Right. And he's come out with his own biography of you.
No, he's come up with a book of trash. That's all that is a book of trash. Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies. That's all that is.
Now, y'all see, Miss Franklin was not too pleased about that book that David Ritz wrote about her. That's why you need to subscribe to J.Evans so you get facts like that, okay? Go ahead and subscribe, set your notifications. When I drop a video, you'll know, baby, like an income tax check, bam, dropping in your account. Now, the book Respect, this movie is not based on that. No, this book, okay? This is the book David Ritz wrote called Respect. Her book, this book, From These Roots, they wrote. They should have called David Ritz to write the damn screenplay for this Respect movie, because the whole thing is a hot garbage can mess. Bam! I said it, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, the end. Now, the reason why this movie fails Aretha Franklin, and for people that are fans of Miss Franklin, is because we only got 30% of the damn story. Where the hell is the rest of the story? Bam, baby. They stopped in 1972, the year that Aretha Franklin put out this album, Young, Gifted, and Black. Y'all know that album. Now, if I had the record, you would see the record like this. She put that out, and then she put out, bam, Amazing Grace. This is still the best-selling live gospel album, and it's still the biggest-selling album of Miss Franklin's career. Now, I understand this is a movie. You cannot, because of the time constraints, you cannot put every single thing in the movie. But hell, we know her life continued after 1972. Who is responsible for this? I'm going to tell y'all who, because I don't like to just shoot off the cuff, baby. I like to get my facts and let y'all know why this failed us. Now, this was directed by Leslie Tomei. This was her directorial debut. Congratulations to you for directing, sis. The screenplay, and I definitely had to look you up, was by Tracy Scott Wilson. I'm doing a citizen's arrest on you like Lynn Whitfield in a Josephine Baker story, and I'm arresting you. I want everybody outside of the actors, but everybody that has something to do with making this movie, I want y'all all fired. I'm arresting y'all. Tracy, you wrote this screenplay, sis. I want all the money back they paid you. Now, this movie had a budget of $55 million. Now, for a black movie, y'all know that is huge. I bleep my own cuss word out, baby, because that's how hot I am, like fish grease. It failed. It failed us. Now, so far, the movie has taken in $23 million at the box office. I think this is the second week. I didn't go to the movies to see it. I saw it another way, baby. Now, it's going to be available to stream coming up. Now, this movie was almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. So let J.Evans tell you why it failed us. First, they had Genius starring Cynthia Erivo. Now that was on National Geographic. If you got Hulu, you can check it out on there. Now that one was 8 episodes. Now I don't know why y'all only did 8, because for the other geniuses y'all give 10. Maybe because of COVID, but you know, this was the first African American that they did on Genius, and Ree only got 8 episodes. Whatever. So that one, to me, as far as telling more of a story, it was consistent. It went through time periods. This was a hot garbage can mess. Now, they started off with her childhood. To me, they could have just did that in like 5 or 10 minutes. Now, let me get into the cast, because the cast, as far as them, they did what they were supposed to do. They gave what they were supposed to give. And I was actually surprised at Jennifer Hudson, because I was a little sketchy about you, sis. Somebody showed Jennifer this video. I was sketchy about you singing them songs, because you get a little too screaming and hollering like a banshee. And I thought you were going to tarnish Miss Franklin's legacy, but you did okay. Now, performing live, that's a different story. After watching the movie, I figured out my problem with you. It's live versus on screen. Yeah. Now, what they could have did to give us a full story, and this is just J.Evans' opinion. Who am I? I'm somebody, and I'm giving my opinion, baby, because this is America, where you can run your damn mouth. Now, to me, it would have made sense to tackle a certain time period and cover it. The stuff with the marriage to Ted White, that went on too long. And then y'all didn't even explain the stuff. Bam, 1 minute she a kid, you come back, now she's grown with 2 kids. Y'all didn't show the pregnancy, y'all didn't do nothing. Okay, well, if y'all was going to just fast forward through that, y'all could have just fast forward through the rest of it. Then, the marriage with Ted, he's there. Marlon Wayans is Ted. He's there. Bam, he gone. They ain't say, oh, they got a divorce. They didn't say nothing. What's her name? Tracy Scott Wilson. I'm saying your whole name. If I knew your middle name, I would say that too. You failed us, sis. You failed us with this script. Let me talk about the cast, because I said that's what I was going to do. Jennifer was Aretha. Jennifer, I'm glad you didn't scream and holler. Sometimes to me, you scream and holler to prove that you can sing. We know you can sing, but you do that more live. They said that she did the songs live. I feel like you weren't trying to be Aretha. You were trying to be Jennifer doing Aretha, but in your own way. So kudos for that, the singing. The soundtrack, that's a whole nother damn story. Now, Forrest Whitaker was Reverend C.L. Franklin. That role he played from the genius role with, what's his name? Married to Angela Bassett. Y'all know his name. Courtney took that role and he did it. That man was a strong character, baby. So they both did great, but Forrest, you did it. Marlon as Ted White. Marlon, you need to do more serious roles. We got to see your acting skills. Who else? Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Give it to Jesus. One of my favorite singers of Mary J. was Dinah Washington. Now, for her, little parts in there, Mary did her thing. They also had Heather Headley as Clara Ward and Andrea McDonald as her mother, Barbara. She did good with the small piece that she had. But baby, y'all know Aretha Franklin was married to Glenn Turman, Colonel Sanders from a different world. Did y'all know that? Well, if you watch this damn movie, you not gonna know it, baby. They cut it off. You know what? Let's take a look at the magic in the Black is Beautiful moment of Ree and Glenn, because it was a moment in time, baby, and I like them being together.
Didn't you? Mm-hmm. To a very fine actor. Tell everyone.
Yes, his name is Glenn Turman, and I've been married about 1.5 years now.
What might people have seen your husband in?
Cooley High.
See, if you watch this movie, you're not even gonna know that she's married to Glenn Turman, Colonel Sanders. Y'all remember he was in Cooley High. Regis told y'all. They left that out. The relationships with her sisters, they touched on it, but it was left out. It was a tantrum. The music, the album covers. How y'all gonna do a movie about Aretha Franklin and then they don't even do, you see these album covers? Lady Soul, okay? Young, Gifted, and Black. I'm gonna say this one. They didn't even do the album covers right. They probably got two right, but they messed them up. Y'all see this album cover. If y'all were going to have Jennifer reenact the album covers and put the years on there, all y'all got to do is just style her like Miss Franklin. Now, y'all see Miss Franklin was styling and profiling in her heyday, baby. Okay? Okay? This album, La Diva, was her last album on Atlantic Records. Would you know that if you watch this movie? Hell no. Because they left so much out. They even left out the legendary Sparkle album by her and Mr. Curtis Mayfield. Did y'all know Curtis Mayfield wrote and produced that entire album? And then they did another album. Now, this album wasn't as big, but it is one of my favorite albums. It's called Almighty Fire. But Curtis did Sparkle. He did a lot of soundtracks. He was a writer, producer, and a singer, and he did Sparkle with Miss Franklin.
Yeah. Really knocked me out. Now, that Sparkle album has been very successful for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it has.
And I think we're going to
Thank you, Curtis.
That's right, Curtis Mayfield's the producer.
Yeah.
Bam. See, like I said, you cannot put everything into a movie. We get it. We know it. But y'all left out 1973 and beyond. The time period that these people should have focused on is 1967 to like 1985. That's when she left Atlantic Records, when she signed to Arista, when she came back with Who's Zooming Who, when she did Freeway of Love, when she did I Knew You Were Waiting with George Michael. That was a big hit. Y'all could have just stopped right there if y'all wanted to and just gave us the meat. You know how you have a cheeseburger and you order a double cheeseburger and you bite into your cheeseburger and it's only one patty? We ain't even get one patty, baby. We got a damn corner. Now, if you know Aretha Franklin, like I know Aretha Franklin, musically, this movie will do nothing for you. If you are a little bit younger, you don't know about her, you don't know about her legacy, then it's a great starting point. But if you really want to get the story, watch Genius Aretha with Cynthia Erivo. That's how you say your name, Erivo. Cynthia, I think you did a good job. Now, the thing that I didn't like about the Genius is it was too many flashbacks, back and forth and back and forth. Do the young and take me forward. I don't like flashbacks. I got enough in my real life to flashback on. I don't need to flashback in a movie. But even with that, they stopped around the time of A Rose Is Still a Rose on Genius. That was fine. They covered a whole time span. If y'all were not going to utilize this $55 million budget, y'all could have just put this on TV, okay? Jennifer did her job. Now, the soundtrack. Now, in the movie, they focused too much on the Columbia years. Those years were not hit-filled years for Miss Franklin. Y'all could have just did that in 5 minutes. Now, people don't even know her Columbia stuff like that. A lot of people don't. People know Skylark when she hits that high Skylark. No, y'all know I can't do it. I need auto-tune. But y'all didn't have to focus on that. Now, they showed her father slapping her in the studio. Y'all could have left that out, too. The thing about the man going in her bedroom when she was young, y'all could have left that out, too. Now, this soundtrack, y'all could have did better with the soundtrack. Now, the soundtrack is 18 songs. They got accentuate the positive. People don't want to hear that. Why did y'all put that on there? Nature Boy. What is wrong with y'all? Who are the people that was involved in picking this soundtrack? Jennifer, it was you. I'm doing a citizen's arrest on you too. What y'all could have did is a double album full of the stuff from the Atlantic years and then some of the stuff from the Arista years, okay? Y'all could have did like her 30 greatest hits. Like how she released that album on Atlantic Records, y'all could have did that. But no, y'all want to come up here. And Jennifer, you got a new song called Here I Am there the hell I go, because the song started off with you screaming and hollering and hooping and carrying on. It's too much, sis, okay? We didn't need no new material. Now, you did write this with Carole King. Y'all know she co-wrote on Natural Woman, and Jennifer, you helped co-wrote this song, but I'm gonna need you to put it in the trash can. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Throw it away. Now, if you're sensitive and you're a Jennifer Hudson fan, too bad, so sad, baby, because I'm going to tell the truth. Now, I do like Jennifer. I have like her second album, but when she gets to screaming and hollering and no. And in this song, you scream and holler. Now, the rest of what I heard, you did okay. And I was kind of iffy about you, but even before the movie came out, y'all know it got pushed back due to COVID. A lot of people were saying from the trailer of her just singing Respect, oh, this is another Oscar win. After seeing this, no, she does not need an Oscar. She doesn't need an Image Award. You don't even need a Golden Globe, because it's not the whole story. Now, her speaking voice as Miss Franklin, I think she captured that, some of the mannerisms, but no, you don't need an Oscar. This needs to be something that they show on demand, and BET need to get the rights to it, because you know they play the hell out The Color Purple like it's a TV show. So maybe BET can get it and put it into rotation, but I had to give y'all the real truth. This is not Oscar worthy, because it's 30% of the story. What happened after 1972? So y'all just gonna leave us on Amazing Grace, and then y'all just end the whole movie. So after Amazing Grace, it ain't no more movie. Did y'all run out of money? These people gave y'all $55 million now. Tracy Scott Wilson, don't you write no other script. If you need to go back to community college, if you need to go to a 4-year institute to help you learn how to write a better screenplay, what would you do? Y'all done wasted $55 million. Do you know how many black movies wish they had this budget, and y'all give us this? They could have called David Rich. You see how big this book is. Now, if you want to learn about Miss Franklin, read this book. Now, her book that she wrote with him, she did not tell the truth all the way. I didn't learn anything about her except for where she liked to eat it, and I'm being for real, recipes she liked. It was light. She didn't get too personal. Y'all know she's very private. Now, they said her son, the youngest son, liked the movie because it was watered down, probably. Now, this book is a little more scandalous. I don't think somebody owes you all they dirt. But, baby, I paid for this book. I was young when this book came out. And Miss Franklin, how much was this book? It was $25. I probably paid $20. I need, from her estate, send me a check for $18, baby, because I didn't get nothing out of this. You didn't even really talk about the music, Miss Franklin. They should have brought in David Ritz. Okay, you see how much juice is in this? So, if you want to watch the movie, because they said it's going to be streaming, because clearly it ain't do well at the box office, baby, you can have Edit. That was my take on it. It didn't do anything for her legacy because you're not getting a full story. I did like when Mary J was playing Dinah and she flipped over the table and got hood with it. But the acting, it was okay, but there's not a story there. And I don't really go by reviews, but a lot of the reviewers were like, the story's not good. It's not, okay? I didn't even pay to see it, and I want my money back, baby. Y'all, we've talked the talk. Now it's time to walk the walk. That's it, and that's all, America.